In this video, I'm going to show you the most important part of list building, and that is the setup of your squeeze page and how to go through that process, because you have to have a squeeze page so that you can get people onto your list. And we're going to show you how to actually set up a list within GetResponse and Aweber autoresponder. That way you have multiple options to choose from. And then also we'll discuss how to get your free offer delivered so your subscribers get what they signed up for. And now here's a little checklist of everything you're going to need in order to get a squeeze page up and on the internet. So it's important that you take note of everything we're talking about. You need a domain name first. There's two places you can go to pick up your domain name, GoDaddy.com or Namecheap.com. This domain could be something related to what your free offer might be about. So let's say you are giving away a free report on how to train your dog. So you might type in dogtrainingreport.com and see if you can get that domain. More than likely you won't be able to, so you'll just want to be creative to come up with a good domain that fits with your free offer, fits with the offer that you're going with your squeeze page. So two options there, GoDaddy.com or Namecheap.com to register a domain. After you get your domain, you will need hosting, and it's highly recommended. You could host with GoDaddy, but it's super recommended that you actually host from a different spot from where you actually register your domain, just for security reasons. So the best idea there is to go with HostGator.com or Bluehost.com for your hosting. Either of those options are excellent for you to go with. Next thing you need is a simple squeeze page website, and we actually have a template that we're going to show you how to work with, and this is a template you actually are going to be able to get access to. So you're going to get a squeeze page index template and image folder and a product download page template, and these are what you're going to need in order to set this up, and you can actually take this template and work with it. And the next thing you of course need to do any kind of list building is you need a software to be able to track your subscribers. And the software that's recommended and most widely used is Aweber.com, Aweber, which can be found there, or GetResponse, which can be found at GetResponse.com. So there's two options there for you to choose from. And then you also need that free offer, that free irresistible offer, and then that back-end affiliate offer so that you can make additional commissions off your download page. And then there's two tools that you're also going to need. One is an HTML editor, and the next one is an FTP program, so you can actually upload files to your web server. So that is everything you need in order to set up your list, and it's very important that you follow these steps in order to get your list up and on the internet. And we're going to go through this process because we do have the template for you, but we're going to show you how to set this up on these different options. And the autoresponder, again, of course, is not an option in order to have your list set up. You need all these elements in place to be able to list build. You need your domain, you need your hosting, you need to have your squeeze page, you need to have your autoresponder so that you can follow up with these people, so you can get them onto your list. You need to have your free irresistible offer. You need to have your HTML editor so you can actually edit things. You need your free FTP program so you can get your squeeze page onto the internet, so you can start doing all the methods you need to do to start driving traffic to your squeeze page and list building. So here's a little bit of the list setup process. You'll want to set up a double opt-in list with your autoresponder. You'll next want to create your opt-in form through them, set up your squeeze page with the opt-in form, and then next thing you'll want to do is set up a thank you page. So after they subscribe, they're sent to a page that says, hey, thank you, for signing up for this free offer. Then you'll want to have a download page that's ready to go to deliver your products. And then you'll want to consider adding an unadvertised bonus offer of some sort to basically allow you to generate more commissions, or add a relevant offer to the download page. That way you can make more commissions and a little more money on the back end. So that's kind of the process here. Is you need to set up your list, create the opt-in form, and then get that opt-in form into the squeeze page and get it up and on the internet. So I'm going to actually go over to Aweber now and actually show you step by step how to set up this list with Aweber. Now I'm over here on aweber.com. I actually have an Aweber account. So if you are brand new to your Aweber account, you're going to want to go to the top here where it says create and manage list. And we need to go create a new list. So I'm just going to create new list right here. And I'm going to select a list name here. It's going to ask me what I want for my list name. So I'm just going to put in, we'll call this sample, we'll just call this list builder 123 and see if that's available. Looks like that's also being used, so let's go 632. Let's see. And let's come up with a name here that other people don't have. So let's just call this sample 4567. There we go. Sample 4567, and we'll just call this sample list. In your list description, you could put in free dog training report, free weight loss report, free weight loss book, that kind of thing. The from name, of course, would be your name in here, and then your email address. So next thing you want to do is, of course, edit your contact information so that it's got your address correctly for your business or wherever you're running your business from. So you need a list name, which typically you want to come up with a name that you can relate to. So a name that's related to your report, because that will make your life much easier, especially when you're list building, so you can actually find it and locate it, especially once you start list building and building multiple lists. So it's important that so you might do free dog training report, free cat training ebook, free golf swing guide, that kind of stuff would go in there. And then simply choose Save Settings. The next thing you're going to do, it's going to allow you to personalize your list for you, so you can actually just typically skip that process. You could put in your company name if you had it, and an email signature if you want to use that, but you certainly don't need to. The next thing is the important confirmed opt-in section. This is where it's going to basically, this is the message that people will get after they sign up for your list to get your free offer. This is the confirmed opt-in is an important thing for you to modify. You can have confirm your subscription. I typically like to use response required. That way it kind of tells people what they want to do. So choose response required. And next thing, it's going to have a little message say receive your request for information from the sample 4567 list. So it'll put in your list name. You can probably personalize this. I always recommend you always personalize it. And so say thank you for signing up for the free, let's just call it free golf swing ebook. To receive your free golf swing ebook, please confirm by clicking on the link below. So that way you just thank them for signing up and you direct them to click on the confirmation link, to get the free offer they signed up for. And then you can put in your closing and say, take care, and then we'll just put in a name here and then John Smith. And you can come down here and basically, required opt-in form, web forms, that'll probably stay on. Confirmation success page. This is where once they click on this link, people are going to be taken to a confirmation success page, which would be like a download page or a special offer page, which we'll cover in the next video. So right here, this is where you would put in the direct link for your download page for your offer, and we'll talk about creating that download page here, but that's what would go in the confirmation success page. So after they sign up to your list, they're going to get this message. Once they click on the confirmation link, then they are redirected to your download page. So we'll just put in yourdomain.com/download123.html. And that would be your download page. So we're just going to save these settings here. And the next thing we want to do is go on over to web form. So we've set up our list by going to create and manage list. The next thing that we need to do is go and create under web forms. So I'm going to come in here to web forms, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and put into my web form here the create a web form so that my offer can actually be delivered. So Let's go ahead and create that web form to put onto our squeeze page. Within Aweber, you actually have a lot of different templates to choose from. And actually, in this process here, we can actually, the setup wizard, they'll actually help take you through the process. You don't have to use it. Sometimes it gets in the way, so we'll just click on that. But there is several different web forms you can choose from. They have new ones. They have the most popular web forms that you can kind of go through, and you can pick one that you think would suit your list well. So this one tends to be a pretty popular one. And what's cool about it is you can actually modify some of these areas too. You could say powered by Aweber. You can actually click here, decide that you don't want it. And all you have to do to find the template you want is just click on it and then choose load template. And that will actually load that up right here. Like for example, I don't really need a footer, so we can take that out. Maybe you decide, hey, I don't really need that big thing to show up, that big arrow, so we could take that out. So let's just go again, load this template one more time. And it looks like since we already tweaked it, we won't be able to go back, but you get the idea here. You can actually just click on the X and it would take out any of the things you don't want. I recommend you always keep the respect your email privacy part in there, as that's important. So we'll go ahead and load this particular template. And let's just go here to go to step 2. And it's going to ask us to create a form name. So we'll just call this sample form 4567. Now for the thank you page, this is where if you create a thank you page, this is what, after they opt in, they're taken to a page that says thank you for subscribing. To confirm your information, make sure you click on the link below, or make sure you check your email and click on the confirmation link to get your download page. You can make this a custom page where they actually go on your website, or you could actually just keep the basic version where you don't even have to set up a thank you page, and that will actually just go to an Aweber page that says, hey, make sure you go check your email now. You go to the basic version, or they also have a cool little video version that Aweber's actually put together for you. So that's a pretty neat feature. So now we'll just go to step 3 and click on Save Web Form. And what you want to select is I will install my web form. And it'll give you 2 options of code. I typically prefer to work with the JavaScript code, as that's going to give you the best results possible anyways. So I like to work with the JavaScript coding. And you just highlight that code, right click, and copy it. And now you've actually got your form code, so you're ready to go ahead and insert that into your squeeze page template. So now we're at that process where we can actually integrate that. So we'll go back to the PowerPoint here and talk a little bit more about setting up your list. So now that was the step-by-step process for setting up your Aweber list. It's super important that you have an account at Aweber, and we'll go over how to work with the templates here in just a moment. But next, I want to show you how to actually set up a list within GetResponse, because that's another opportunity, another site you could actually use to grow your list. Aweber's one of them, and then GetResponse is another popular one as well. So we'll go over and show you how to set up your list within GetResponse. Setting up your list is super important because you have to have that autoresponder, but you need to set up your list, and then once you set up your list, then you're able to add the web form and put the web form onto your squeeze page, which is super important. Alright, so I am over here logged into GetResponse here, and the first thing you need to do within GetResponse is actually create a new campaign. So you just want to go here where it'll say your current campaign up here at the top, and you'll just want to select Create Campaign right up there. It's a pretty simple process, and it's going to ask you for a name. And so a good opportunity here would be to put in, the name that you're trying to go after, the name of your product, of your website, where you're getting the opt-ins. You could call it your Make Money blog. You could call it your Make Money report, whatever it is, whatever your campaign is, you know what that would be. That's what you would put in here. So in this example, we're just going to put in, we'll just call this List Builder 3, and then choose Create New Campaign. And your campaign List Builder 3 has been successfully created, and so that's important for you. So Remember, each campaign you have will have separate settings, allow you to create follow-up messages, newsletters, and all those great things that go along with it. So what you want to do here is select Web Forms up here at the top and choose Create New, and GetResponse functions a lot like Aweber. So you can actually compare aweber.com and GetResponse, look at the prices of them, and decide which option you want to go with. But the important thing is that you do select one of these options and you at least work on getting your list building set up. So we're going to choose one of these templates. I'm just going to go with the plain template here, and we're just going to go to Apply. And this functions quite a bit similar to Aweber as well. You'll notice here they'll ask you to add text if you want to up here or below. They have like a headline, so we're just going to type in the phrase for GetResponse here. We'll just type in sign up now, for example. So up here on that form, if I wanted to type in there, I could highlight that and type in there, but I can also actually make the header disappear, which is also good because then it kind of makes your form look a little bit better. And you could make the footer of the form also disappear as well. So, and then you'll want to keep the "we respect your privacy" part. That's actually very important. And where it says sign up, you can actually change the text on there. So you could say sign up, or you could say something like send my free report. So you don't have to just have it say sign up now. Send my free report. You could do an exclamation point and then click on apply. And basically you can just go with what they've got here and then choose next step. That's going to take you on to the next part of the process. Just like with Aweber, GetResponse is going to ask you, for a web form name. So we'll just call this sample 45678, and the default thank you page would be the page they have for you, or it's going to be the custom page, which would be a direct link to your custom page. And later on in this training, we'll show you step by step how to set up that part of the process. But we'll just go with the default thank you page and select next step. And now you're at the spot where it's going to say I will install my web form. You could also, if you had somebody that you hired to set this up for you, you could actually put in your your email and your web designer email and everything, and actually email them, and it'll actually allow them to actually install the form for you. But we're going to show you how to set this up. So the point is, just like with Aweber, you're given this code. On GetResponse, you're also given this code, and you could choose HTML code or you could choose JavaScript code. Honestly, the JavaScript code is much easier than this massive amount of HTML code. So I like to just select the JavaScript code, right click and copy that, and you are ready to go and actually ready to just put that into your web form. Like here's an example squeeze page, and have your squeeze page show up. So that's how you get your web form set up, and that's how you get your code so you can actually start going through the process of list building. So those are important steps to know how to do. You need to know how to get your code, and now we'll go over the process of actually integrating that in the next video. We'll actually go through step by step and actually show you how to take this code that we received from GetResponse and Aweber, and then how to actually take this code and put it into our squeeze page.